This is my honest advice if you want to start a personal brand in 2025. For those of you guys who are a little bit new here, am I just another personal branding guru who sells a course? Yes, I am. But I actually do have 5 years of social media experience. So for those of you guys who don't know, who haven't seen my content before, account in comedy, account in self-development / vlogs, one last account that grew to 147K followers about TikTok growth, about personal branding advice. So I do want to assure you guys that you're not taking advice from somebody who literally blew up from making how to go viral on social media content. I fucking hate that. This is gonna be my honest advice from 5 years of posting on social media. I've gotten over 500 million views across all my accounts on TikTok and IG, and I've also made $500,000 via TikTok and Instagram. It's probably a little bit more, we round it down because 5 is hella cool and stuff. The whole theme of this presentation is 5. We have 5 phases in this presentation. So the first step to building a personal brand is ask yourself why. Oh, I know it sounds corny, but hear me out. Is it clout, impact? Is it money? Is it purpose? Ask yourself this. What is your genuine, authentic reason why you want to grow a personal brand? And be honest with me. If it's money, it's money. If it's clout, it's clout. If you actually do want to make an impact, be honest about that too. Own that shit if you actually do want to make an impact. If you want to have purpose as well, you feel a little bit purposeless in your life. That was me when I was starting my content as well. So for me, I would say it genuinely was a purpose-driven personal brand. But when I first started, bro, I wanted clout so badly, dude. I was a 16-year-old who had zero motion in high school, never had any kind of motion or whatever you call it, bro. I just wanted clout, dude. I saw kids who had hella views across and from the town across. I was like, damn, bro, this guy got 1 million views on a TikTok, bro. He's famous. I want to be TikTok famous. So it's okay. Own your purpose, because if you try to deny what you really want, I actually think that can fuck up your motivation. But guess what? It doesn't really matter why you want to build a personal brand when you're first starting. I know that sounds crazy, but it does not fucking matter what your goals and purpose are with your personal brand when you're first starting. And the reason why phase 1 of building a personal brand is posting random shit. Your goal in phase 1 of posting content online is to lose social aura and post 100 times. I am not even kidding. Your goal should be to lose as much social aura as possible. Fuck all of the content strategies that the content gurus out there will tell you to do. The 3 pillars of the content strategy. Shut the fuck up, bro. No. Your goal is to lose social aura. And the reason why is because in phase 2, you will actually find what you actually want to do. But everybody wants to jump to phase 2 for some reason, where you're hella oh bro, I have the most fire content, everybody loves me and I have hella clout. But you cannot do that without losing your aura first. I know it sounds backwards. No! Your goal should be to lose social aura, and to prove it to you, I'm gonna show you the first ever post that I ever posted on social media. It's about to be hella embarrassing, bro. 2020 of April. And let me just show you what the hell I was posting, bro. What the hell I was posting. I was posting these random duets. I was like, bro, this shit's gonna go viral, bro. This one's gonna go viral, bro. This one's gonna go viral. Is that okay? This one's actually it's just a normalized video, low-key. But you're gonna see all the weird shit I posted, bro. I think the song here was monsters, how should I feel? Creatures right here. Bro, it's April 2020. I'm a 16-year-old. Zero motion, bro. Zero girls interested in me, bro. But it was chill because I was losing hella social aura, bro. What the fuck was this, bro? 26 likes, too. Most people don't know this, right? Because you see, me posting, hella serious content now, right? On my page. But, this was what I was posting in 2020. The trending audios, random, me lip-syncing videos, the duets. Bro, that is what you should be doing right now. Have fun and don't give a shit about how you're being perceived. I know that sounds so simple, okay, but I'll show you the connection to why this actually helps you build a personal brand. You can see it. This is the same banana. I ate the banana and then I fucking threw it out the next video. What even is this video, bro? 2020 April. Bro, what even is this? And you can see after you post a bunch of videos, you're gonna start getting oh shit, this one got 800 likes, bro. The algorithm actually picked up my video, bro. I got 10K views on this, bro. And then the next one, I got 47K likes just doing random shit. This is hella random, bro. So this is what it's gonna look like when you first start posting. Maybe it's not like this. I was literally 16 posting memes, but this is what your content's gonna look like early on, bro. Bro, are people gonna come up to me and be like, yo, bro, you make fire content, bro? They're gonna be like, what is this kid doing? Half of these videos. Bro, this is too funny. This is phase 1. You have to lose your social aura. Dig yourself into a hole socially so you just stop giving so many shits about how people perceive you, dude. And I swear this matters. Okay, this actually helps. It's corny until you make it, It's corny until it works. As cliche as that sounds, but you have to bask in the art of being corny. And I think phase 1 is just practicing that. No, you don't have to make this. But I tried a ton of different content styles and this is one of them.
I ain't never seen 2 pretty best friends. It's always one of them gotta be ugly.
So this was 5 years ago, okay? 16 years old. And you start to learn how to make videos. Like, I learned how to edit with this video. I learned how to match cut. Bro, okay, that was pretty tough actually. I fuck with that video heavy. Shit, I do kind of look like JYP. JYP is known in the K-pop industry to be like the ugliest motherfucker. Like a guy who looks like an absolute goblin. The goal is to lose social aura. And I like genuinely made that unintention because my goal back then in life was just to become more confident as a human being, like as a person. So I wouldn't be as embarrassed talking to strangers, making friends, talking to girls. It was literally just to lose social aura, but it actually correlates to your content success too. The less that you actually give a shit about how you're being perceived, the less you're gonna care if your videos flop, the less you're gonna care if you look stupid and actually try in your content. And that's a huge thing. Yes, obviously this, like, I was being like a hella unserious here. It gave me the practice of like showing up online and just having my face seen online. This made me $0 for the first 2 years. I literally made like no money for the first 2 years. Okay, and you can see here too, like this is another example of losing social aura. This was September 2022 when I actually started my real Instagram account now that was related to my purpose. Okay, and this relates back to phase 2. Which is find what you actually want to do. Finding the niche that you actually want to go into. So for me, I was like, okay, I want to get into the niche of self-development. I want to get into the niche of personal growth. In the process of starting this personal brand about what I genuinely wanted to do, I made posts like this. I actually turned off the comments because it was like hella embarrassing, bro. Like I had like friends from school seeing this. I was just like, what am I doing? But you can read it here. I think I owe anyone who follows this account an apology. Bro, who the fuck am I apologizing to? Like 200 people? The reason why I haven't been posting is since August 9th. I've fallen off my good habits and I haven't recovered any momentum. I didn't meditate throughout most of August. I jacked off multiple times a week. TMI, I know, I'm sorry. Bro, I would like talk about how I would relapse to porn addiction. Like, yes, this is actually being recorded. The TS is being recorded. You can see I was literally just posting like journal entries when I first started. And this is another example of like losing your social aura, bro. Like this was me when I first started content too, by the way. But yeah, like I would just post like hella embarrassing shit of myself. And yes, there was actually purpose behind it, but what I want to highlight is that like I did make a very conscious effort to push myself past my like comfort zone in terms of I was comfortable sharing online. And I think that's like a huge key with content, especially when it comes to personal branding, like impact driven, personal growth kind of content. Or even if you make content about business, even if you make content about like other things, like fitness. I think the people who are genuinely the most real online succeed. And I think that's a skill that you can like build up. I would view phase 1 before you even find out what you actually want to do. If you don't know what you want to post about yet, you don't know what your like grand life purpose and vision is, that's fine. Just lose your social aura and post 100 times. If you have a passion for posting content, this is one of those necessary canon events that you're probably gonna go through, which is either like posting some hella embarrassing shit or getting hella hate. So phase 2 is then when you find out what you actually want to do. And this is where you choose a niche. Okay, this is where you choose a niche. Now, here are examples of valid niches. We got fitness, lifestyle, college vlogs, high school vlogs, 9-to-5 vlogs, entrepreneurship, marketing, Amazon FBA, tech reviews, intern vlogs, if you're working like a summer internship, comedy skits, cooking, Arabic content, poker, dating, traveling, language advice. The reason why I'm saying all of these niches, and yes, there's many, many more, right? Because the method today we'll learn works in all of these niches. And the reason why I know this for a fact that it works across all these niches, and I know that a lot of people in the chat right now said their niches somewhere along the lines of these, is because we've literally taught creators in our community in all of these niches. Prosper, he made study content, and then he made content about dating, right? This is Thomas, he made content about Amazon FBA, productivity content, poker content. This is the Arabic content that I was telling you about. Yeah, like literally content in Arabic. I told one of my clients in the past, like, yo, switch up your content. Don't, like, it's actually okay to do it in Arabic. And then he did it, and then boom, he blew up because he was making content in Arabic about his entrepreneurship journey. Aaron, Techline OG, shout out the boy. He's in the community too. He makes tech content, tech review content. And then we also have Alison, who made high school studying content. Now, once you understand what you actually want to do, and you have posted 100 times, so you've like successfully kind of lost what, like, you don't have anything to lose anymore. Okay, and that's like low-key kind of important in my opinion. It's the same concept as like burning the boats in business or burning the ships. If you simultaneously are trying to juggle getting consistent with posting while also trying to maintain like a semblance of like not looking embarrassing, you're fighting against like the fear of failure simultaneously, because on one end you're afraid of failing, you're afraid of flopping, and for everybody seeing your videos with less than 1,000 views. And I say that fully being me. So you're simultaneously afraid of posting stuff that doesn't get motion, that doesn't have views, and it looks embarrassing because now your page is flopping and everybody's seeing your content and they're like, yo, bro, like, I like the content stuff you're doing, bro. Keep it up, low, bro. Keep it up, low, bro. I'm supporting you from afar, low, bro. And you're just like, fuck, bro, this is so embarrassing. I'm trying my hardest, okay? I don't have that much motion right now. Chill, okay? Chill. It's hard to balance the desire not to be perceived that way and also to show up consistently because you have to choose one. You're either going to suck at the beginning and lose your social aura in the process of becoming good at this social media, at this content creation thing, or you're just going to not post consistently. So phase 3, however, is once you've gone through that brutal phase, finding out what you actually want to do by posting a shit ton and then flopping a shit ton, is when you can double down on what actually works for you. So phase 3 is doubling down, and specifically doubling down and learning, bruh. Okay, because your goal in this phase is to understand content creation as a science. And I actually think it's okay to start caring about views at this point. Once you know what you want to create content about, and you actually have a little bit of proof of concept, I'm talking videos around like 1 to 10K views, is when you can start trying to consciously care about views so you can learn the science of attention and the psychology of attention through scripting, through filming, through editing. You want to get to phase 3. You want to get to phase 4, where you can double down on the content that works, learn content creation as a skill set, and then start getting better views, and you start having traction. This is when like you actually can like start growing a personal brand. And everybody looks at the creators who have a good amount of views. Oh, they have a personal brand, but nobody ever talks about phase 1 and 2, which kind of sucks ass. It kind of sucks. It sucks dick. Where you're just like, bro, like, this sucks, I'm losing my aura, and I feel like I'm not even learning, I feel like I'm not even progressing, right? And everyone sees the Daniel Dalen's, oh, I want to copy his content strategy, not knowing that he, like, lost his social aura first before he got social aura, because you get socially validated once you make good content, unfortunately, or fortunately. And you can see here, now the views are actually good, but that's after I've skill stacked for, like, many repetitions of my content looking really weird. And once again, by my content looking really weird, I mean literally like just posting random shit. And mind you, I actually had another account while I was posting this one. So I was posting on 2 different TikTok accounts about comedy and random shit posting. Even though this period looks like it was only 30 videos, trust me, it was around like 200. I actually posted around 200 videos in this phase, posting a bunch of random shit. But then because I lost, it was like really weird. I was scared that my college admissions would get rescinded, so I deleted that account. But I actually had a 4th TikTok account, believe it or not. That's the sign that somebody actually will like go long-term as a creator when they care about their internal state more so than just how many views am I getting? Because you're gonna burn out if you're just motivated by the views, especially because you're not gonna be a content genius when you first start. Like, I'm sorry, your viral sense is not gonna be tuned. You're gonna be editing stuff in CapCut for the like first and second time. It's just gonna look not that good. And it's obviously embarrassing when you post stuff that isn't like super, your vision for your content is up here and you have all of these artistic visions about these beautiful shots that you're gonna make, these beautiful poetic scripts that you're gonna write, and the most expressive version of yourself that you wanna show on the camera. But then you show up on camera and then you just sound really anxious and you sound really awkward. And then you write out your script and then it doesn't really make sense. And then you film, but then for some reason your shots just don't look like these cinematic creators that you love, and you're trying to figure out what the actual disparity is. So phase 3 is doubling down and learning. But in order to actually get through that phase of doubling down and learning, I think you do have to lose your social aura first. And that's why your goal should be to lose social aura and post 100 times, losing your social aura, posting really random shit, right? Posting really embarrassing shit, like what the fuck is even like, what is this account? Just posting and forcing yourself to show up, express yourself online. And I think that like really matters. I had never posted like any pictures of myself like with my shirt off ever on the internet before this. You know, I didn't want to be like one of those like cringe, like, oh, like bro's trying to be a gym influencer. Bro's trying to be a fitness influencer. And I was like, fuck it, bro. That's like hella cringe, but like, fuck it, we ball. Now, this is a question of the century that we're about to ask ourselves here. When can I start making money from my personal brand? Like, don't think of this as like, bro, I have to make it like my full-time job. No, but you can start making money from social media. And I think a lot of you guys have probably seen stories of people online talking about how they make a lot of money from social media. I talk about it very often, right? So I'm guilty of this, but it kind of plants the seed probably of you being like, damn, I want to start making money from social media, right? We got Jojo here who got paid for his first ever UGC opportunity. We got John who also got his first ever UGC check. They were both dropping their wins in the chat. We had Ned, who I think in his first month's earning of UGC was he made I think 1.6K. And then also Andrew in his first ever month doing UGC, I think he made like 12K total in his first ever month doing UGC. These are all Content Academy members. So you're probably wondering like, yo, when can that maybe be me, bro? How does that work? And I actually think like UGC is the best opportunity if you are starting out like content creation. You're in like, you're less than 6 months in. I think instead of like trying to sell digital products, instead of trying to attract brand deals, I think UGC is probably the best opportunity, in my opinion. From what I've seen, running a community of people who are all trying to learn how to make content creation into some sort of income for themselves. And my answer is like, low-key, you could start now. Like, I know a lot of you guys, like probably 50% of everybody here is like still in like phase 1. And the thing is, like, you can still learn, like you can start monetizing now. I actually do want to like make that clear. You can start monetizing now. What is UGC? You see these people that I'm bringing up in the Content Academy, like John, who was boasting about his first UGC check, right? Making his first dollar online. UGC is simply making money for brand, or making videos for brands and then getting money for it. You're getting paid because you made a video for a brand. And it really is that simple. So the 2 things you need to know is simply how to attract, or how to find opportunities rather, whether it's through outreaching to brands who are looking for creators, or applying through partnerships, or applying through websites. So a good website that I've heard of is SideShift, that allows you to look for these UGC opportunities that are listed online. We actually also do have a UGC guide in Content Academy, right? And we also do post like partnership opportunities inside Content Academy in our Discord server. So if you join a community like Content Academy, subtle plug, right? Or if you can go to a website that's free like SideShift as well, you can apply to these opportunities. Now, the thing about UGC, like you might think, oh shit, John might have like, bro, like bajillion followers, like maybe it's like, oh fuck, like you just gotta be goated and stuff. Like, no, you low-key don't. A lot of these brands who hire UGC creators, they don't even require you to have like 10K followers. They don't even require you to have 5K followers. They require you to simply know how to make good content, right? I wanna reiterate this too, back to my point before. Double down and learn, bruh. Like, posting on your personal brand is one of the best ways to learn content creation. Then you can also start applying that skill set into UGC and then start making money from it. So a lot of these guys had like maybe 2-3 months worth of content experience from their own personal brand, and then they applied to a UGC opportunity. However, I've seen UGC creators who literally never posted content before, and then they joined programs like Cluely's, for example. Cluely is like an app who is running a UGC program as well. And they literally hired a creator who had never posted any videos before. Some of those creators actually have become excellent at creating content for Cluely, and they've made tens of thousands of dollars now. There's this one girl, Clueless Max. Yeah, actually, let me pull up her app, bro. She's low-key like a hella goated creator. This is Cluely's, I believe, like best UGC creator at the moment, and she grew 30K followers in the last like 2 months doing UGC. They basically hired her without her having any content experience. That's the crazy part. However, she practiced really hard. She worked on her skill set of making good UGC content. And at the beginning, like, it wasn't going crazy, right? But then eventually you're gonna have that same phase where you can find that viral format, you copy it, and then you double down, right? And here's another thing too, like, having met her in person too, she's like very good at just like being herself as well. So I think it really does go back to that like skill set of like, you have to be confidently yourself on camera and be okay with being perceived. Because even as a UGC creator, right? It like, in order to make viral content that sticks out, like, it's gotta be funny, it's gotta be kind of like out there, it's gotta be kind of embarrassing, like this one.
How many eyes do I have?
1, 2, 5.
And by the way, like, if you get from the view bonuses from UGC programs, like, she probably got like a good $1,000 from posting this video. And she was a brand new creator when she first started. So that's the thing, like, I do want to emphasize, don't put this on this pedestal of making money through content in this like out there place. Understand that it is possible for you today. However, you still need to go through the phases of practicing and posting. And yes, you can do that today and accelerate your timeline, or you can wait and not put in those reps. But as a result, then you're just never going to build up the skill set of being a good creator and improve over time. Make your videos 1% better every single day by learning scripting, by learning filming, by learning editing. Stop relying on stupid hacks, because TS does not work. Instead, learn scripting, learn editing, learn filming and tonality. That is what phase 3 of social media is all about. I know I sound like a broken record a lot of times on these kind of lessons, because it's like, bro, like, you just have to like phase 1 lose your aura. But that's the thing, like, it's pretty simple, but it's not easy. Like, going out there and filming in public is not easy. Going out there and posting knowing like 100 of your mutuals are gonna see your post is not easy. But I actually think it's such a cheat code, because what's difficult for 99% of people to do means you've already like eliminated 99% of your competition just by simply doing what's hard. Because if it was easy, everyone else would be doing it. And that's why one of these opportunities like content creation and UGC is so lucrative right now. And these brands are literally starving for better creators. Like, I live across the street from Cluely, right? The UGC program. Bro, they are starving for good creators, because there's startups that got funded like $15 million who need to spend that money on their marketing. They need creators who are hungry to make quality videos, to improve. And that's really all it is. This is probably the best opportunity that exists right now for making money through social media. Now, I will say too, yes, you can make faceless content. It is so much harder to monetize because think about it from like a UGC perspective too. Like these videos actually convert, they actually go viral because there's somebody's face attached to it. Like, yes, these are kind of ads for Cluely, right? These are literally advertising the product. But you wouldn't buy an ad unless you actually saw somebody's face. Like it looked like a real person reviewing a product. So yes, like you can try to make content and you can go viral without your face in it, but it's so much harder to make any money from it. And that's also like a really important thing about losing your social aura. Everything regarding making money on social media, honestly, requires you to lose your social aura. Because if you're selling something, people are gonna criticize you. If you're becoming a UGC creator, making ads for like Cluely, bro, you are gonna get like probably flamed in your comment section. Oh, nice try, Diddy. Oh, bro's just filming an ad. But I mean, that's kind of what it takes to make social media money. It's inevitable. When you put your face out there to millions of people, obviously, it's not going to be easy to be perceived. So yeah, I want to do a quick announcement. We actually just released a UGC guide inside Content Academy. It's a 13-minute mini guide, but it walks you through how to get started, literally from scratch. It's not gonna teach you how to become a goated creator in 13 minutes because you can't do that in 13 minutes, but we actually have a beginner's blueprint to UGC. Okay, but I'll play the first 5 minutes of this. I don't wanna drag too long on the UGC part. I know like we're dragging a long time on the like making money with UGC part, but I do wanna like emphasize how possible this is. Okay, I'll play the first 5 minutes. This is the beginner's blueprint to UGC, or as I like to call it, the beginner's blueprint to making money as a content creator. It's how you can get started with UGC in just 1 week. And it was made by Prosper after Prosper literally made over $1,000 in his first week on a brand new account doing UGC. And this brand new account was started with 0 followers, with 0 inherent advantage on his account. And with the sheer skills that we are about to teach you in this module, he got his first 1 million view video literally within like week 2. And he also made $1,000 literally from that one video because of the view bonuses that were paid with UGC. So that being said, we've had creators in the Content Academy as well literally hit 10K and even 20K plus months through one UGC opportunity alone. So you're probably wondering, what is a UGC opportunity? How do you get it? And what even is UGC? UGC, or user generated content, is simply when you as a person, not even as a content creator, as a regular person, makes videos for brands to promote the brand's product. This can be an app like Cal AI or like Cluely, right? Or it could even be like TikTok Shop. But in this video specifically, we're going to cover how to make viral UGC for apps, because that has been the most lucrative opportunity that we've seen, and the opportunities that we are giving out every single week in our Content Academy Opportunities channel. Now, typically, this is done on a separate account, which means all you have to do is start a new account, and we'll walk you through all the steps on how to do that in this video. So you don't have to worry about selling out on your main personal brand. So your friends are going to see you and being like, yo, why are you selling out? Like making brand videos. Like they're not really going to see it unless you go viral. And if you go viral, you're going to make hella money. So it doesn't even matter. So brands typically pay UGC creators per video, anywhere between like a minimum $20, $30 per video starting out. And they get view incentives. You can see the view incentives down here, right? Landing your first UGC gig is simply a numbers game. But specifically, it's a numbers game where you just have to try really hard to hit the view minimums that these brands have set. Okay, so that being said, apply to every opportunity that you can in the hashtag opportunities channel in our Discord servers. Now, our UGC partners are willing to literally hire any creators who have the skill level. Okay, any creators. It doesn't matter if you have 100,000 followers. It doesn't matter if you have 100 followers. I am not even kidding. This is one of the most untapped opportunities right now, especially if you're first starting out and you don't have like brands hitting you up all the time. That's what we have made the opportunities channel for. So brands are literally, they are starving for hungry creators who actually put in effort to learn, improve their videos, and actually make really high quality videos. So we're going to teach you exactly how to do that right now. So what's most important is that you build the skill of good UGC. And you can see literally, if you get 1 million views on one of these UGC videos, which you might think is really hard, oh, 1 million views is a lot, but we literally will teach you the formula. And if you actually try in these programs, trust me, those programs will teach you exactly how to get lots of views in programs like, let's say, Cluely's, right? Cluely is an app that does UGC opportunities. They give them out and they literally pay like up to $1,000 per million views. Or if you get 5 million views, you can get up to $2,000 for a single video that you post onto their page. And they have coaches that will train you every single week in their own program as well. So first step, once you get into one of these UGC opportunities, which all you have to do is apply in the opportunities channel, is to warm up your account. So before I will stop right here because this is like pretty long, but if you are in the Content Academy, feel free to check out that video. And then if you want to apply to any of the opportunities, it's in our opportunities channel in the Discord server, which is on the left-hand side, probably like right over there. And if any of you guys are interested in Content Academy and you want to learn more, you can simply book a call with one of our onboarding specialists, Alan, and he'll walk you through the entire process, what's inside Content Academy, and like how you can make the most of it, and whether it's actually a good fit for you and your goals as a creator. Okay, but just to reiterate too, stop relying on stupid hacks. TS does not work. Instead, learn scripting, learn editing, learn filming and tonality, which takes a lot of practice, but that's what phase 3 of social media is all about. It sounds like really annoying that like, oh fuck dude, I thought it's all about these like quick strategies. TS is this shit. That's ultimately what it is, because you can go viral in a multitude of different ways, a multitude of different niches, but if you don't have the discipline and the tenacity to actually consistently post and lose your aura, it doesn't matter. So reframe content as a science and a skill that you can learn and improve. I know you said no hacks, but what are your thoughts on Trial Reel's hack of spam posting same video until one of them hits? I mean, you can try it, but at the end of the day, if a video doesn't hit, like you can spend like an hour trial reeling the same video 5 times, just reposting it, but ultimately, like, if the video is good, it'll probably get traction regardless on social media. So I would just like rethink the strategy of like, oh, we need a quick hack, we need a quick hack. Bro, a quick hack is gonna help you maybe go from 1,000 views to 1,500 views. Yay, hooray, hooray, we got 500 more views, hooray. What is that gonna do for you? So I personally think spend that time making a new video, think of a new idea. Maybe even spend a little bit more time filming or editing. Try like 3 different hooks, but at the end of the day, ideas are often the most important. It's like a YouTuber could be like, oh my gosh, like we have to re-edit my day in the life of a Boston College student video 20 times and it's gonna go viral. Like, bitch, no, it's not. Nobody cares about a day in the life of a college student, you know what I mean? But then Mr. Beast can like poorly edit a video, but it's like $1 yacht versus $1 million yacht. But the idea and the concept itself is so interesting and so inherently viral that it's still gonna get millions and millions of views. Yo, let me actually shout him out real quick. Jojo maxed out the number of trial reels you can literally post in a month. So Jojo started off in like literally a month ago at I think like, I wanna say like 4,000 or 3,000 followers, right? And he literally maxed out the number of trial reels you can post. He's probably like the most consistent person that I have seen as of late in terms of content. He's spam posting so much, but literally in the last month, he's like tripled his following from like 3,000 now to, he hit 8,000 followers, I think yesterday. So like big shout out to Jojo. He's been maxing out the trial reels. If you wanna learn how to get trial reels, if you're in the Content Academy, we have a thread on that in the hashtag sauce channel. It's like a little bit more in depth, I believe, but somebody posted a sauce like thread in the Content Academy sauce channel, like explain how to get trial reels, even if you have less than like 100 followers or something. But reframe content as a science and a skill that you can learn and improve. The only cost that you have is like you lose a little bit of aura every time you post, but then like you don't really lose that much if you just post more. Making more videos doesn't really cost you that much time. I think the main bottleneck, at least for me, has always been social anxiety, which is why I'm so bullish on like losing your aura. Like half the reason why like these videos like didn't do as well is because they weren't as clear in the first 3 seconds versus like a video that started going super viral like these, right? They very much leaned into like a viral concept that already existed, like dance trends, dance alerts. Oh man, the sound got taken down. And you can see here too, there's another thing too, like the videos when I first started posting them on this account did not have that much traction. Like now they have a little bit of inflated traction because people probably went back and saw my oldest videos, but when I first posted them, they had like 2,000 views. One of our members, Henry, told me in person recently at one of our events, yo, Mino, like low-key I spent like my last $1,000, like I spent like 500 of it on Content Academy, and then he made it back within like 3 months from doing UGC, from also like selling digital products online. We've had members, and this is Henry now. Henry literally I think this is him like 4 months into Content Academy. He grew from less than, like literally zero pretty much, you know, like starting out, and now he's at 29,000 followers. We're giving away 4.5K to everybody who's most consistent right now in the content games, but Henry was posting about it saying he was gonna win, bro. Oh, we had people in the comments saying, bro is not gonna make it. You beat me in 4K. Yeah, we also do live challenges like that in Content Academy. Like something I'm so proud of in our community is that like people actually like are hella consistent. Let me pull up our wins channel. Bro, people are so consistent. Like, of course they're succeeding. Jojo, you know, he hit 8K followers yesterday. Denny, career high, almost 10K views. And like, you gotta understand, celebrating those wins, that it might not be like, yo, we hit 1 million views, we hit like 100,000 followers. Like, bro, celebrate your small wins because you wanna congratulate yourself for the small progress that you're making. Bro, even posting your first 5 videos online is such a huge win, and that's really hard to do. It's really hard to do. It pushes yourself out of your comfort zone, and that's so important. So like, Denny literally getting his first 10K views videos is so fire. Seb hit 500 on TikTok. Cole also posted like a huge W. Yeah, a video he posted is now over 140K views, but he's been hella consistently posting in Content Academy too. So like, yes, we do accountability challenges in Content Academy, that like help you push so you can like actually stay consistent. All it takes is $4,000 prize to get people to show up and posting daily for real. But yeah, we got Kevin who got a full-time job as a content creator at Stan. That's so fire. He's literally like, I remember when he first joined a year ago, and he was like first starting content. He was just posting daily about his like journey as a NYU student who did a D1 golf. Bro, now he's made full-time, or content creation is full-time job. The amount of growth you can have in a year. So many people overestimate what they can do in a month and then completely underestimate the amount of growth they can have in a year. In the first like 6 months of this page existing, I think I was stuck around 2,000 followers. Since January of 2024, so that's like around 20 months, I went from 50K to 400K followers. A lot of people like vastly underestimate the amount of growth that happens over the long term because they don't see any results in like month 1, month 2. Do you recommend starting another account just for UGC? Yeah, when you join UGC programs, I would recommend that like you make a new account for them. The thing, bro, if you have a good hook, it's hard for the rest of the video to suck. Unless your hook is straight up lying. Like if your hook is straight up capping and lying, then it's not gonna do well. Because people are gonna watch for the first 3 seconds and then scroll off on second 4 once they realize it was capped. So if your hook is like really good and actually true, that's important. Like I can't just say, guys, I made $1 million last night. Like good hook, right? It's like, oh, like I made $1 million in one day, and then like a second later, I'm just like, just kidding. But today's a day in my life as an entrepreneur. It's like, bro, of course you're gonna lose watch time, like 90% of your watch time on second 2. It's like clickbait videos. Like it's literally like clickbait, where people will watch. They'll click on your video, click as in they'll watch past the first 3 seconds, and then they'll realize it's a load of horse shit, and then they'll scroll. So don't think of it as like, oh, your hook should be clickbait. Your hook should be true. It should be accurate, but it should still present curiosity and conflict in your video, where it makes people like need to watch the ending. Like no glaze. But I personally think we got like the best creator community out there for improving your content skill set as fast as possible, for learning scripting, learning editing, learning filming tonality, so that you can actually start like making money from it. Because I think a lot of these like creator programs out there, they'll like tell you like these like hook templates, and they'll give you like a Notion template, but it like doesn't really work because you don't learn the fundamentals of how content works. Like what we do in Content Academy is we literally have a 5-week bootcamp that teaches you how to actually script, film, edit, post your first 7 videos. Here's our day 1 guide, how to post your first video onto TikTok and Instagram, right? And I walk you through how to script it, how to film it, right? All the basics as well, how to edit, how to add your captions and stuff. I don't know, I think a lot of the content gurus out there, my gripe with them is that they don't actually have like solid content experience, so they can't really teach from first principles, like how to think like a creator, how to actually add like B-roll and footage in a way that actually captivates attention, how to make unscripted videos that are still like exude your personality authentically. All of these small things, these small skills that really matter as a creator, like setting the proper goals as a creator. Because I think long term, if you actually want to smash your goals, like you need to know how to think in the right way about your goals so you don't get demotivated. I don't think like just saying that you're gonna do stuff and like writing down like goals like numerically, like I'm gonna hit 100K followers, actually serves you that well. Like I personally think one of the things I love about the content games is that we're rewarding people not for getting a shit ton of views. We're rewarding people for actually like showing up and putting in the work. Like everyone here is actually doing the work of posting. Like that's so awesome to me. Like everybody here actually posted. Harry, Xander, Elite Footy, Chang, Sebastian, Kevin, Safi, me, Indigo, Nathan, Omar, Braden, Jay, Denny, Alan, Jojo, like Thani, Arina, Diana, like you guys all posted, and that's so awesome. One of our coaches now, Gabe, he runs an agency that hit 100K in a month actually. Let me find it. I think it was this month. Like he hit 80K in a month. But I'm pretty sure he ended up hitting 100. But this is one of our coaches. He teaches monetization. He's literally done like all of the monetization guide or like methods in content creation. But he's like now essentially runs a creative agency. He runs a creative strategy agency. So if you want help like scaling your agency as well, Gabe is a great resource. He scaled his creative agency to 100K in a month. Oh, this is what's inside Content Academy. If you want, I can explain it. I mean, I feel like it's like pretty self-explanatory. Like we have our content bootcamp. It walks you through how to make content. When you join on day 1, we'll welcome you with a welcome call. You can post your first video using the guide. And then we have a 3-point support system with our coaches. Sam, who teaches UGC. I teach content and business. And then Prosper teaches content growth. We have our 1-to-1 support manager, Justin, who's actually right behind me right there. And he answers any questions that you're gonna have about anything. Like it could even be content related questions. He will answer them. In our Discord community as well, we have our content reviews channel where you can send your videos reviewed, get them reviewed by other community members. We have in-person meetups like 4 to 6 times a year. We got monthly accountability games. We got another event in San Francisco next Saturday, by the way. If you're in Content Academy, pull up. so you can meet all the other creators. And then we send weekly trend updates in the emails as well.